Hey everyone, how's it going? It's only me, Nudger, and I just want to do a quick review of Squid Game Season 3. I've just literally finished binge watching all 6 episodes and just thought I'd give you some feedback, like my opinion of what I thought. Now, this Season 3 obviously picks up directly like as season 2 ends. So as a lot of you know, season 2 ended on quite the cliffhanger, didn't it? So this carries on from that, and there's some other games that you see on there which are quite good. Quite good. I don't want to particularly give any spoilers right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mention, like, talk for 5-10 minutes, hopefully, about Squid Game without giving spoilers, I think, if that's possible. And then what I'm going to say is, right, here comes the spoiler section. So if you haven't seen all of it or you're in the middle of watching it, you don't have to watch all of this. Obviously, when I start doing the spoiler section, then you can switch off if you want. But if you're like me and you've already binge watched it, please stay and listen to my opinion of what I thought of season 3, basically. Good ending. I liked the ending. It was a bit predictable, I think, to say the least. It was really good. The games, I did like the games, and the ingenuity of using kids, like just basic kids games, but turning them deadly. I think that's the only thing you can say, isn't it? You do some of them, like in season 2. Was it season 2? No, it was season 1, wasn't it? Where they did tug of war. They done tug of war. That was season 1, wasn't it? So season 2 got off to a bit of a slow start, in my opinion. It was 3 episodes in on season 2 before you actually see the island and everyone who's there for the Squid Games. So it carries on from there. So you don't actually get, in season 2, you don't actually get that many episodes of the games. But yeah, it's season 2 ends on a cliffhanger, goes into season 3, and it carries on. And as always, I think with this game, don't have any favourite. With this series, sorry, don't have any favourites like people in the series, because you never know. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. So many people had their favourite characters in Game of Thrones. It was like, yeah, we learnt that the hard way, didn't we? Don't have a favourite because they don't survive. So pretty much, as you can guess, what happens here. There is some twists and turns. So, and a lot of it's like, oh no, 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 you wouldn't. No, they're not. No, So keep your eyes and ears open for that. What can I say? The Koreans, they really know how to put a decent show together, basically. So you've got this, like Squid Game. You've got another one where everybody is dead, which is like a zombie virus gets out and infects a high school, and it starts affecting the rest of the town. I mean, if anyone's seen the classic anime High School of the Dead, it's basically that, but without the fanfare. So, because in Korea they're more reserved than Japan. I think they're less pervy. So, it's a lot easier to watch. So yeah, that's going to be the non-spoiler section, and from here on in is the spoiler section. So if you don't want any spoilers about Squid Game Season 3, please turn off now, because I'm going to start talking about it now. Why it's still fresh in my mind, otherwise I'll forget. Alright, so just remember, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Right, here we go, spoiler section. Just when you think all your favourites survive, they don't. And the way it's done, though, they try and round it up, I think, really well. But as you can imagine, I reckon they might carry it on. I don't know. But if they do, it's not going to be based in Korea. So the fact that at the end you see a homeless guy doing the snap game like on the floor, with a try and hit it and flip it over. He's doing that against a woman this time in a suit. So something's brewing. Whether they'll make a season 4, we don't know. We honestly don't know right now. And as you say, today's the first day of season 3. Some of the games, let's talk about some of the games that they do in season 3. One of them, which, as you can see, the two faces, that's one below me and one next to me, that's from the jump rope. You got one at each end, very thin bridge over a long freaking drop, and the rope comes around and you got to jump over it. Yeah. So as you can imagine, not everyone survived that. What got me was the mother and son from season 2. They make it quite far into season 3 actually. So I was impressed with that, and quite sad with what happens to them. I'm not going to tell you exactly. I'm not going to tell you anything but it's quite sad what happens to them. One part I think a lot of people will be like, oh, no, 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 is I will say a baby gets introduced. Because if you've watched this, you see the girl that's pregnant? Yeah. Yeah, she drops the baby mid-game. So, and I think it's wrong, but you have the VIPs, the ones with the masks who watch everything, are a bit pervy. They actually decide to make the baby a contestant, which is just wrong, but hey, that's the way they want it to go, so okay. I'll leave you to decide what you think on that. Let me know in the comments, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, let me know what you think so far. If you've watched 1 or 2 episodes, let me know what you think of those episodes, guys. But like I said, this is the section of the roundup that does include spoilers. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you, really. I do and I don't. This is the difficult part. Do I say a lot? I mean, I know it's spoilers. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be that horrible, just in case you haven't seen it all yet. And I think there's quite a lot of people out there that wouldn't have. So, I think I've spoiled enough about a few characters. I don't want to give it completely away 100%, because you'd be like, oh, God, what's the point in watching it? So, I want you to watch it. The final episode, I'll say, is a bit long-winded. They could have, to be honest, they could have finished this in 5 episodes, but they stretched it out to 6. So, that's all I'm going to say about it, So, yeah, I hope you enjoy watching Squid Game Season 3. I did. And I'm going to be waiting for, what's the next one I'm going to be doing? I might do Happy Gilmore 2 after that gets released, because I think that's out. Is it out now? I'll have to have a look. But yeah, I really, really enjoy doing that. So I like Happy Gilmore. I remember watching the first one and laughing my arse off, saying it chronic. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this one will be just as good. So, right, guys. Also, if you haven't already, make sure, go check out the videos I've been doing about my work life. I've done, 3, 4? I've done 3. So I've done 1 and 2, but I've done a 0.1 because I've got them in the wrong order. So, but I've recently uploaded today how I got introduced to the entertainment, like the event company, sorry, that I worked for. So go check that out. So that's also really fun. I'd really appreciate it. And I'd also appreciate if you'd give me a like on this. So yeah, give me a like, hit that subscribe button, guys, because I really want to get to 1,000 subs on here really quickly, and I can only do that through you, beautiful people. All right. So yeah, I'll leave that with you, and I'll catch you on the next review. No, the next time you'll hear from me will be another one of my work life podcasts, because I've got one hell of a story to tell you, and you're gonna have to watch it. You're gonna have to watch it to listen. So I'll catch you then.